I had started to talk to my computer, and then I realized that it wasn't recording. You're welcome. I had a really awesome day, and it seems that most people did too, from what I can tell. I'm gonna do this a lot because my hair is all fancy. I'm eating my lunch now that it is 9:44 p.m. because I was wearing period clothes all day. Time period, not menstruation period, in case anybody needed that clarification. I stayed up all night, Sunday into Monday, working. And I like working, so that was very exciting for me. Not the paid kind of work, like the self-induced, unpaid kind of work. You know, that eventually down the line, I'll get paid for. I kind of look like Princess Leia a little bit. I was really, really productive yesterday, which was awesome. And then today, I got up at 4:10 a.m. and then I left my apartment around 4:23 a.m. And then I realized, well, I learned that the A train wasn't running, which was great. So I went to the 1 and my ETA changed by 31 minutes. Yeah, so I was going to be late, right? And then I kept updating the person along the way, and I changed my route so many times. Many people actually paid a taxi or an Uber to get to work, and I'm sorry you ain't paying me enough for that. But good news is I ended up getting there right on time. So high five. I ran, to catch trains, and then I would get on the trains and be really excited, and then the train would wait in the station for about 10 minutes and not move, and it's really, really great. But yeah, so I was on the train at 4:35 a.m. and there were lots of people who were very tired. Of course, I was tired too, but I'm me, so I try to be positive. Like the free exercise that I got for running to trains was really awesome. Don't get me wrong, I get upset and frustrated and cry a lot. But yeah, so today it was really interesting because there were a lot of moments of unspoken human connection, which I really enjoyed, and I'd like to share with you, because maybe you'll enjoy that too. Who knows? If you don't, then why are you watching this? When I was on the train going to holding set work, I saw this woman sitting directly across me, and she had obviously either a song in her head or a speech that she was practicing to tell someone. She didn't have headphones in or anything, she was just mouthing words, so I thought she was listening to a song in her head. And then I ended up putting my headphones in, and I was enjoying the music like I do on my route to work. It was interesting because in that time when I was just enjoying my music, she seemed to make a connection with me. When I did end up making eye contact during my enjoyment of my music, she smiled. It was like a, yeah, me too kind of thing. And it was just unspoken human connection, which was fantastic. And then when she got off the train, we both waved at each other and unspokenly wished each other a good day, if that makes sense. Actually, en route back from set work in Brooklyn, the packed trains, lots of transfers. Anyways, I was on my way back, and the train was packed. There was bikes and people and bags and dogs and everything. It was full. There was this one guy holding the pole, right? And the train kind of jolted. He tried to grab the pole tighter, but in his hands, not just the pole, but also a smoothie and a water bottle. So when I saw him jolt, I reached out to try to catch the water bottle because I didn't know about the smoothie. I didn't see it behind the water bottle. He ended up breaking the styrofoam cup, and smoothie spilled out onto a fellow passenger to my left. It was really amazing because in those moments I tore some foil off of my to-go box from lunch and gave it to him to try to contain the leak that was still pouring out. And this other woman reached to get Kleenex to give the woman who the smoothie had dropped on. There were 5 of us, and no actual words were spoken. But it was fascinating and wonderful because everyone helping out and fixing this unexpected mess was really beautiful for me to experience, be a part of, and witness. I know it's something as simple as a smoothie, but it's symbolic, so there. So, we were all different races and ages, and one of them was pregnant, and nobody yelled, nobody blamed, nobody fought, cursed anyone out, or, was upset. It was, everyone just did what they could in that moment to help the people around them. And I really liked that. There are so many wonderful things that happened today. Of course, there were negatives. Of course, there was things I could complain about, because there was this gentleman who was rapping on the subway, and I got up and gave him a hug and told him to keep at it and everything. And he asked me how my day was. I said, it's good. He said, can't complain. I said, oh, well, I could, but I'm trying not to. I ran into my old roommate from years past when we lived together in Weehawken, New Jersey. And I haven't seen her in 2+ years, but the love is still there. There was another woman who I haven't seen at least a year, maybe more, and she was so happy to see me. She hugged me, said she missed me, said I was a light wherever I went. Hearing that is very encouraging for me, because that's what I try to be for other people. Even though I get down, even though I get upset, even though people frustrate the living bejesus out of me sometimes. People just are crap sometimes. But to know that that's the feeling that I leave with people, hopefully more people than not, is pretty awesome. As I believe Maya Angelou, that people may not remember exactly what you did or what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. What you waiting for? Hey. Song tangent. Okay, that's enough. Let's see. So I talked about the lady, the rapper, and the smoothie dude group situation. Yeah, old roommate, old coworker, and a new friend who seemed to enjoy my person. Yeah, it's pretty epic. Pretty awesome day. Obviously, there were bad things, but I'm not going to talk about those right now. I hope all of you guys had an awesome day and made some awesome connections in your life with people you know, people you now know, people you don't know. Everyone you know in your life was a stranger at some point, but that's another talk for another time. Yeah. Subscribe.